Questions. I'm Dan Patterson from the Talk Radio News Service and the Previous League Show blog and podcast. Nice to meet you. A couple questions for you guys. First of all, how do you see social media affecting this primary process?
Well, we actually have seen a huge effect in Iowa already in the caucuses, and I think we'll see a massive effect on Tuesday here in New Hampshire.
Right.
This debate is part of it. And Facebook has participated in this with ABC News in order to start the debate well before this great convening of all of the major candidates in the hall. And now the debate is continuing right now on Facebook, and it'll continue through Tuesday in New Hampshire, and it'll continue well on into the general election.
How long have you had a relationship with ABC News? I know watching Twitter tonight, there's a lot of cynical reaction, and people were claiming that, well, this is Facebook's reaction to the YouTube CNN debate. Is it?
We've had a relationship with ABC News for quite some time now. We're very excited to be able to effectively sort of go public with it in this massive fashion with all the presidential candidates in a hall, but to have the Facebook users be able to influence by posting on Charlie Gibson's wall, by suggesting various questions to be asked during the debate, by having this activity, which is now continuing right now. We think it's been a tremendous win and a retelling of the story that we've been trying to explain all along, that Facebook is about connecting with your passions and the things that really matter to you in your real world existence. It's not about creating a virtual community. It's not about just online video. It's not about sort of certain particular aspects of social media. It's about being globally useful to people.
How do you see both Facebook and social media continuing to be involved in the presidential process?
Well, I think that you will see, we had for the Iowa process, we had a Rock the Vote, Rock the Caucus group that had 41,000 people invited, 17 and 18-year-olds, and the first indications we have are at least 10,000 of them showed up. Now, drove a youth turnout that is unparalleled in history, a record turnout in the Iowa caucuses. I think you'll see Facebook in particular used to drive real action, turnout at events, sort of commenting on various issues, and then ultimately getting out the vote and helping to change America.
Now, I'm a big proponent of social media, but do you see Facebook actually driving younger people, particularly because the demographic skews young, do you see that driving people to the polls?
I think so. In Iowa, the percentage of potential youth voters in Iowa was 21%. The actual turnout was 22%. I don't think that there's ever been an election in the history of elections where the youth vote actually outpulled its percentage in the voting eligible population. We helped drive that. We're very proud of it.
Now, a question for you about the actual infrastructure of data here tonight. One thing that I heard echoed throughout the press room was that the internet access was abysmal. It was terrible. We had difficulties getting onto basic things like Twitter, which is causes very easy to access. Why didn't Facebook do like what Google did for previous debates, which was provide internet access and provide an area so that the press could access the internet very easily? I had a difficult time getting onto Facebook.
So I actually hadn't heard about that yet. We're not in charge of most logistics at the moment.
Right. I guess that's my question, though. Why didn't Facebook do something to provide? If you guys are
still a very young company, we're not yet 4 years old. This is we're stepping out onto a big stage, and we think that we've done it very well on the service, and obviously we'll be working more in the future to make sure that we do that in the logistics in the hall.
Absolutely. Now, do you guys see, this is my last question, Barack Obama has launched a social network. Obviously, he did that last spring with my.barackobama.com. Do you see yourselves working in concert with the My Barack Obama site, or do you see yourselves as competitors to that? And what is Facebook's reaction to that?
So we're a provider of tools, fundamentally, and we think that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and Ron Paul and a variety of different candidates who've used Facebook to great effect. I mean, they actually, one of the co-founders of Facebook has been running the My Barack Obama site.
Oh, really?
For quite some time. So Chris used, left the company to work on the Barack Obama campaign. So we don't see it as competitive at all. We see ourselves as a technology provider to whoever wants to use it for great social ends. And we've seen the Obama campaign use our stuff. We've seen them use their stuff. We think it's all great to drive voting and connecting with politics for young people and people of all ages. As our demographic expands more and more, 25 to 34, 35 to 49, we think we'll see the same
public this year?
You know, you never know. When these things come together. Marcus said we have plans to go public this year. We'll see where these things go.
Right. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
Delightful to meet you.
I'm glad that you let Robert Scoble back in. Thank you.